Well, hello. I am Michael here with the Epicurean Lifestyle. I'm going to teach you the best pizza recipe I have ever created. Many people loved it. I have to say it's probably the best pizza I have ever had. And I've had several compliments on it, and I would like to share it with you step by step. Some of the videos are actually photos, and I'll be narrating through them, teaching you step by step on what to do and how to perform them. Well, I thank you for visiting me, and please follow along. And you might want to watch till the very end because there's a lot of detail in there that you might miss if you just skip through it. Alright, well, enjoy cooking, folks. First, you're going to start off with 2.5 cups of bread flour. Then you're going to add 1 packet of dry yeast, or 1 tablespoon. Then you're going to add half a tablespoon of sugar and a pinch of salt. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and a dash of garlic powder. Then you're going to add 3/4 of a cup of very warm water. Mix it up and knead the dough for about 8 minutes and proof it for about 1 hour. Get ready to peel the tomatoes for your sauce. Don't forget your garlic. You see how the skin is peeling from the tomato? Then you're going to want to puree it. I use a KitchenAid Vitamix, olive oil to your pot, and your minced garlic. And I add about a cup of port red wine. Then add your peeled, pureed tomatoes. Cut your vegetables for your pizza, get them ready. In this video I'm going to demonstrate safe cutting procedures. You want to use a very well balanced, very sharp knife. I personally use J.A. Henkels. When you use a well-balanced sharp knife, it really does reduce the risk of cutting yourself. Don't forget to cut away the white skin in the red pepper. Now, white skin in the red pepper will leave your sauce tasting a little bit bitter, and you really don't want that. Using a balanced knife will give you an even cut on every single slice. If you can't tell, it's very easy for me to slice right through these bell peppers with ease. It helps with speed and efficiency. Slice up your vegetables so they're really nice and even cuts. So important about even cuts is you want them all to cook equally in the oven. See how I'm peeling away that white skin? Yeah, that stuff will make your sauce taste a little bit bitter, and you really don't want that. For all of my culinary, I do use Z-Willing equipment, either DeMeyer's, Staub, J.A. Henkels. J.A. Henkels have been my favorite knife for about 25 years. They also have a Japanese style knife called a Miyabi, and they are Japanese crafted and German engineered, so they're extremely nice knives. A little bit more on the pricey side though. J.A. Henkels, they're not as pricey, and still very, very reliable. The reason why I stress that it's so important to watch till the very end is because the video clips for the photos were going a little too fast for me to narrate. When it comes to peeling your tomatoes, get a pot of boiling water and a bowl right next to it with very cold ice water. You want to cut an X at the bottom tomato. You can core them either before or after they are boiled and cooled. All thing you have to do is just peel the skin with your hands and it comes right off. Now to talk a little bit about peeling onions. You notice how it did not cut into the root of the onion? That's to prevent me from crying a gallon of tears. When you cut into an onion, you want to avoid that root. That's where a lot of the juices are that will go into your sinuses and make you start watering up. You'll notice how I hold the root and use that as a guide while I'm cutting the onion so I do not slice my fingers. See how I kind of just use the root as a kind of like a little handle If you don't have efficient knife skills, you cut very carefully and use that root as a handle. Place it all into the bowl because we're all going to mix it together and carry on. Right about now your sauce should be reducing at about a medium-low heat. And it takes about an hour to completely reduce that sauce. Remember, you want to get the bread proofing first for the dough, for the pizza dough. Then you want to make your sauce. Those two take the longest to make, so get those two started right away. While the dough is proofing and while the sauce is reducing, you can get all of your other prep work done and prepare to create the pizza. While the sauce has been reducing, add half a tablespoon of oregano and about a tablespoon of basil. Get ready to cook off the meat. I use a pound of pork and a pound of burger. Stir the sauce consistently. See how the dough has doubled its size? It's ready to roll out. Then you roll out the dough, cut it in the shape of the pan that you're using, and then apply your sauce. While you're applying your sauce, your meat in the background is cooking and mixing together. Then after the meat is done cooking, you want to completely cook all the way through, and then you want to strain it. It doesn't matter if it's warm or if it's cooled off, but shortly after that you're going to apply it on the pizza after you apply your sauce. You really want to make sure that the sauce has covered the dough very evenly and throughout the whole entire sheet. You see how thick that sauce is and how well it has been reduced? This is why I use Roma tomatoes. And I use a KitchenAid Vitamix blender to make the sauce. It literally only takes seconds to puree those tomatoes. Then you see how I evenly cover the pizza with the crumbled meat. And if you notice, the meat is cooked thoroughly all the way through. Try to make sure that it is strained of all grease. Considering the fact that you oil the pan and you spray the dough with a little bit of oil, you really want to make sure that the meat is completely strained of all grease. You don't want your pizza to be too greasy. Then I apply my pepperonis, and I like a lot of pepperoni, so I add a lot of pepperoni. I leave very little to no space in between slices. To oil the pan, I just use Pam spray, and to oil the dough, I just use Pam spray as well. This will prevent it from scorching. Oh yeah, one very important thing. Make sure you have a dog to help clean up your messes. Otherwise, you'll spend a lot of time sweeping. This dog in particular, every time she smells me cooking, she is in that kitchen looking for grubs. She is such a great little helper. But if you do have a dog, try to ensure that you do not get dog hair in the food and make sure your cooking surfaces are very clean. Yep, there she is, smelling my food, waiting for more grubs. Have to taste the pepperoni. I mean, a skinny cook is a fool, so try it out. Now, I'm going to apply the vegetables. I want them spread across evenly. This will help keep from scorching the vegetables and some of them turning black. You really don't want that. You want the full flavor of the vegetables. This is what makes the pizza so exquisite. I baked the pizza at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. I bought pre-sliced mushrooms, so that's why you don't see me in the video slicing mushrooms. just save a little bit of time and a whole lot of more prep time. So you don't have to buy them pre-sliced, you can slice them yourself, it doesn't matter. That one's a little thick, so I'm going to put that one more towards the middle. Oh yeah, having a friend over is really great for taste testing. And I'm going to have him taste test the sauce. And then I apply the cheese. He really liked the sauce. Making your sauce from fresh tomatoes instead of buying it in a jar, I can't tell you the difference. You're going to have to experience it for yourself, but there's a huge difference in taste. This is why I make all my sauces. I don't buy anything out of a jar or anything out of a can. I just make it myself. And if you follow me, you will learn how to make plenty of more sauces. One crucial thing to remember is make sure the cheese is very evenly covering the whole entire pizza. You don't want clumps of cheese or one part more cheese than the other. You really want it spread very evenly. I put the cheese on very last because it holds everything together while it's baking. There they are, they're assembled, ready to go in the oven, and that's the aftermath.